Good morning. The coronavirus scare has seen quite a number of stories of people resorting to panic buying, although the chances of them really needing a lot of stuff at home over a longer period of time are rather slim. You know, the Germans have a rather nice and pretty descriptive word for hoarding stuff. They call the activity of panic buying Hamsterkauf, with the corresponding verb being hamstern or hamstern. It's not too hard for those of us in the English-speaking world to guess its meaning. After all, they share the same word for the rodent we know as hamster. The descriptive term in German is that if you do a Hamsterkauf, just as hamsters are eager to store as much food as they can in their cheeks, you get the picture. You never know. It might come in handy. Grocery stores have been experiencing a wave of Hamsterkauf during the coronavirus scare. And it's been trending on social media as people share photos of store shelves. I'm sure you've seen them, where they've been just kind of wiped clean of food and other household items, hand sanitizers and disinfectants and toiletries, those kinds of things. We've been thinking this week about storing up the things we're learning through this experience. So yesterday I mentioned awakening to a sense of God's presence in our daily practices of life, making them acts of prayer. So today I'm choosing to maintain a stance of gratitude. I choose to be grateful for the gift of this day, for the breath that God is giving to us even now, for the dance of life, though different, is God's activity on this, the day that God has made. So we rejoice in it. Be thankful for the good things that happen in our lives. To be thankful for the good things is easy, but to be thankful for all things in our life, the good as well as the bad, moments of joy as well as moments of sorrow, the successes as well as the failures, the rewards as much as rejections. That requires a lot of work, a lot of spiritual work. Still, we're only truly grateful people when we can say thank you to all that has brought us to this present moment, even now. So as long as we keep dividing our lives between events and people we would like to remember and those we would rather forget, we cannot claim the fullness of our beings as a gift of God to be grateful for. So today I'm just asking us not to be afraid to look at everything, even this, that God has brought to us where we are right now, and trust that we will soon see the guiding hand of a loving God. So I've kind of written out 8 ways that I'm finding to give thanks, even in the midst of the COVID-19 scare. Focus on the moment. Don't live stuck in the past or what might happen in the future, but focus on just this right now. Be aware of your breathing, in other words. Sense your body. Look around you and notice something interesting. The freshness of spring, every sign of new life. Focus on that today for maybe 60 seconds. Look at the colors, the shapes, the texture. What's most interesting about that, about this? Take a deep breath and notice how you feel right now even. You might be surprised by what occurs. Second, notice some simple things in your life that we tend to take for granted or overlook. Let your attention linger on some of the little things that you appreciate, like the taste of dark chocolate, the warmth of your coffee in your favorite mug, the color of spring. 3, be kind to yourself. Treat yourself the way you would a good friend. You deserve it. No one beats you up worse than you do. So stuff a sock in the mouth of that little mouth that just keeps on chattering to you, and be a friend to yourself. 4, connect with your family or a friend. Reach out to those that you love. Social media has a lot of positive power in such a time as this. We're seeing that in our own congregation. So risk sharing how you're really feeling with someone who really knows and cares about you. And gratitude will rise as a result. 5th, thank others. Thank the grocery clerk. Thank the person at the pharmacy. Pray for those going the 2nd and 3rd mile during the pandemic. Thank your church staff. They're working hard. They're learning as they go. Thank your teacher, who perhaps is helping you homeschool your children. You might find that gratitude naturally arises. 6, give something back. Give to the church. Remember how much the church has meant to you in your spiritual life. Send your offerings in. It's important that we do that, especially now. Act as if you're thankful. That's what I'm saying. And you'll find that gratitude actually does begin to rise within you. 7, you might just make a list. Write down 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for. Do it at the end of today, tonight before you go to sleep. They can be simple things, just like when someone smiled at you on FaceTime or the text that you receive. I think that the act of just writing them down or maybe sharing them with your family, with one another, it anchors them in our hearts. Some people call that a gratitude journal. So the message, stuff your cheeks full of all that you're grateful for today, and you'll be glad that you did. So until tomorrow, may God's grace be evident to you today. Stay safe, stay well, stay connected to God, one another, and in every way that you can, do it.